New Star Juniors out there now. Levi Crow in 17, Jake Lehman in 70. Row 2, Jaden Heelan and Hudson Galagos in 88. 8 of David Hoff. Kyston Oldfield in 51. 83, Kai Leeson, Jack Munro and 31. Jesse James Samuels are your starters. We're about to go green. These are the new kids on the block. Stand by. We are away. The green lights come on and a good start on the outside for the 70 car of Jake Lehman from Levi Crow. 138 charging round the outside pretty quickly is that of Zach Munro as they run out of Cardinals Corner the first time. They've all had a look at the puddles or the wet stuff down there and they've all got around it nicely, which is good stuff. We've got a change out in front. Levi Crow has hit the lead. Jake Lehman's back in second, but there's a bottleneck of cars. Jaden Heelan is right there as well, along with the 138 Zach Munro. Fifth place is the 83 car being driven by Kai Leeson. Kyston Oldfield's in there, and also in that lead group, I missed one of them going through there. There might have been Jesse James Samuels. So we've got 7 cars really bunched up in a big gagging on the back, straight back then to Hudson Galagos and David Hoff. So this is what the New Stars is all about, giving the kids of equal ability a good chance, and we've got 7 of them all of equal ability at the moment. It's Levi Crow in his first season out in front at the moment. Back in second is Jaden Heelan. Third place is 138 of Zach Munro. The 70 car of Jake Lehman is fourth. And then Jesse James Samuels, who's done the quick lap of the race. Back in 6 is Kai Leeson, then Kyston Oldfield. That's the first 7. Into the main straight at the halfway mark. 3 down and 3 to go. Levi Crow in control at the moment. Back then to Jaden Heelan. Zach Munro in third. Behind him is Lehman in 70. Then Jesse James Samuels, Kai Leeson, Kyston Oldfield. Further back in the field is Hudson Galagos and David Goff. They'll come up with 2 laps to go this time around in the New Star Juniors. Now for KGB Fabrications and Make Smoking History. And we've got a big finish coming up. Levi Crow just in front. Heelan in second place, and right behind Heelan is Munro. Right behind Munro in fourth place is Jesse James Samuels, who's doing the quick lap of the race. There's 4 car lengths really separating the first 4 as they run the back straight, and they're going to have to lap the lapped cars in the last lap of heat number 1. Levi Crow comes out of Palmer's Corner. He's gone extremely wide. They're 3 across the track now for the lead, and Heelan might have taken the lead. Whoops, we've got one upside down and on top of another car. The 138 has landed on top of Levi Crow, and Heelan might have taken the lead. Whoops, we've got one upside down and on top of another car. The 138 has landed on top of Levi Crow, and Heelan might have taken the lead. Whoops, we've got one upside down and on top of another car. The 138 has landed on top of Levi Crow. So Levi Crow got crossed up coming out of 4, and we've got car 138 on its roof on the top of Levi Crow here in the front straight. The red lights have come on, and we've got a stoppage here in the New Star Juniors in heat number 1. Well, that's rather spectacular, I have to say so myself. We've got 1 car on top of another here in the main straight. So the ambulance coming around. The 138, he's okay. Put your hands together for Zach Munro. He's put the hands up in the air as if he's just dismounted for a perfect 10. He's okay. He's only a little tacker. I don't know how he's ended up well, I do. We saw it happen. He rolled over and has landed on top of another car. Levi Crow is still in his car. And the ambulance officials just talking to young Zach Munro. He's okay. He's actually pointing out where it all started, I think. But he's having a good chat. And this is going to be a bit of a mission. They are front-wheel drives, but unfortunately car 138's front wheels aren't on the ground, so we can't exactly drive it off. They're going to lift the 138 up and get the 17 out. So Jesse James Samuel should be in second place. He was told to go into second place. He's gone back to second last. So the steward is going to go green, and we've got 2 laps to go. Jaden Heelan will lead, and Jake Lehman will now be back in second place. Away we go. This has taken a long time to get these first 2 races done. We started dead on 5:30. 25 minutes to do 2 races is going to make it a very long night. So move out of turn number 2. It's Heelan out in front. Lehman in second place. Back in third place is Leeson, and then back to Kysten Oldfield. Jesse James Samuels moves up to 5th place. They'll come up to get the white flag. 1 lap to go in heat number 1 of the New Star Juniors tonight. Under the bright lights here in Collie. Heelan out in front. Back in second place, it's Lehman, Leeson, Oldfield. That's Kysten Oldfield. Then Jesse James Samuels, who went through the sloppy stuff, snuck up underneath at Kysten Oldfield, moves into 4th. Back then to Hudson Galagos and David Hoff. Coming out of turn number 4, Jaden Heelan is going to win the first New Star race of the night. The Heelans will be happy over in the pits. Well done to him. So Jaden Heelan first, then back to Jake Lehman, Kai Leeson, and Jesse James Samuels, Kysten Oldfield, Hudson Galagos, and the last car to complete the distance will be young David Hoff. So away we saw the first of the New Star Juniors. That was event number 2, which was rather eventful to say the least.